All right, and we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And today, I want to start this one off by saying, man, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody, man. Hope y'all enjoying y'all Christmas. And I hope you have a happy holidays as well as a happy New Year's. So, with that being said, I had to start this one off with the Go-Go Band that probably made the best remake and Christmas song of all times. Junkyard Band, the leaders of the new school Go-Go. Now, Junkyard is a Washington, D.C. based Go-Go band founded in the early 80s by the youth of the Berry Farms housing projects. This is the story of a rags to riches dream of some urban community kids that paved their own way to become one of the most successful bands in DC's go-go history. The young ones, ages ranging from 8 to 13, was inspired to play by witnessing some of the greats like EU, Trouble Funk, Red Essence, and Chuck Brown. Being poor and from Southeast, they didn't have the resources to purchase traditional band instruments, but that didn't deter them or their hunger to create a band. So they scoured their neighborhood in search of objects that could emulate the sound of real instruments. Man, I'm talking hubcaps, plastic buckets, crates, cans, and even pots and pans, only to become the kings of the bucket bands. Yeah, man, Junkyard Band paved the way for these type of bands that we still see to this day, performing in their hood as well as all throughout the city. Their hustle and hunger was easy to see from the beginning. Man, DC embraced them and their buzz so much to where this group was dubbed the Junkyard Band. In the 80s, the closest thing we saw in comparison to them was Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids group, the Junkyard Gang, who also performed with similar instruments. With go-go music on the rise, Junkyard Band gained notoriety by booking performances at schools, recreation centers, fundraisers, and government agencies. Their grind was so focused, and by performing for tourists in downtown DC, it was only right that the community started to give back. In 1983, JYB performed in the film DC Cab, and this popularity led to an appearance in a 1984 Cavaliers men's store commercial. Man, when they dropped that commercial, the hustlers and the fly community, which DC had even back then, this was big. So Southeast was anxiously waiting in anticipation for the Junkyard Band to do it big. Man, through perseverance and their skills becoming more professional, in 86, man, they dropped the word. And the rest is history. but to dispel the myths of being one-hit wonders, they followed up from that song, the words success, only to drop another banger with a second hit called Sardines. Now, sardines, we eat sardines. Hey, and pork and beans. Man, when that dropped, we felt it because, hey, we was eating sardines and pork and beans. And if you was lucky, you had rice and government cheese. So the struggle was definitely real. When this song came out, man, I don't know any other go-go band that captivated the streets at that time like Junkyard Band did it. So now, with that success, they had big boy equipment now. So they could hang with the pioneers. So they became the leaders of the new school. Their innovative sound and style is considered to be the originators of the bands that came after them, such as Northeast Groovers and Backyard Band. Yeah, I said it. Don't let them tell you different. They definitely influenced Northeast Groovers and Backyard Band. Junkyard Band is also underrated. Man, they underrated for their showmanship, which was unmatched due to their youth and level of interactions with the modern era of the DC streets. Man, Junkyard brought that hardcore new funk and gangster element to go-go. Man, their shows was way different than their predecessors due to the fact that they made go-go more like a strip club. But they started out, man, they would sample Anita Baker, they would sample Slick Rick, they would sample Scarface, Ghetto Boys. So, man, they brought that hardcore to go-go, which the other bands like Trouble Funk, EU, Red Essence, Chuck, they was doing people's songs over, but it was more of older songs. It wasn't the songs of our era, right? So, due to the fact that they made go-go more like a strip club, they had the ladies getting loose to the point where a strip tease was normal at a junk show. When before they arrived, this was frowned upon. And from their success in 86, they caught the attention of Russell Simmons and was signed by Def Jam. And from my knowledge, they're the only go-go band to be signed by Def Jam. I don't think there's been another DC act signed by Def Jam, but Lil Benny, if I'm not mistaken. But that's another blog. So in 88, Junkyard Band appeared in Run DMC's film, Tougher Than Leather. And this was another good look for go-go. When we was usually overlooked by the industry, man, Junkyard got that look. So please put some respect on JYB's legacy, because I've never seen another band get this type of shine since they did it. Junkyard released 7 albums and 11 singles and still have many PA tapes of live shows from their prime era from 87 to 97 that are the most sought after tapes in the go-go community. Man, Junk received considerable airplay and opened for acts such as Guy, Salt and Pepper, Tupac, Roots, Beastie Boys, and Slayer. Like, wow, how you open for Slayer? Even if Slayer was just coming out, those rock, metal, heavy metal bands, those crowds is on a whole different level. Man, they also performed at prestigious venues such as the Kennedy Center and at the Apollo Theater. Not only just signing the Def Jam, in 92, the group signed with Street Records, an umbrella company of Motown Records, to have further success. But with success, man, comes heartbreak. And the group has lost 3 members to the streets. Lil Durk, Shorty Pop, but most notably, an original member and drummer, Heavy One. Man, Heavy One, when it comes to Heavy One, when it comes to that drummer, like he set the tone for their style. Like I said, nobody had that style. But Heavy One, man, set the pace, especially like I said, with the big boy equipment. Man, he is one of the greats to ever do it. But man, in 92, he was gunned down in the same Berry Farm projects where the bucket band style all began. And man, I went to Ballou, so I used to see Heavy One, and what drew me to Heavy One, even though I used to go to the Go-Go's, because they used to perform at Churry's, and at that time, like, Churry's was right down the street from me, so I would always get to see Junkyard. But like, Heavy One, he brought that flash to Go-Go, like, especially on the South Side. Like, he the first person that I saw in that Z, and I can't remember that year. I want to say 89 or 90. Man, y'all know how fly that Z was. I'm talking about, yeah, that Z. Man, he had that jump. So, man, when he passed, man, Ballou felt that. Anacostia felt that. Southeast felt that. Berry Farms felt that. But, man, I say that to say this, man. Shout out to all the members. To the BUGGS, man. Bugs. Gene Pratt, KC, Mo Shorter, Winko, Baker, Demi Doc, T-Bar, Dre Dog, Bruce Bailey, Dave Ellis, another Ballou alumni. Well, Bugs, Ballou alumni, man. We all in there. Plucky, Mike Strong, Jasper, Blue Eye Daryl, man, Petey, Blackpool, and Jason Lane. Man, Rough It Off and Go Hard kept us gangster. The Hee Haw made us dance. Titty Balls and Loose Booty, man, made the ladies twerk before y'all knew about twerking. And many other hits that they had, man, kept it cranking. If nobody else gives y'all flowers, I definitely will. Y'all made Berry Farms, y'all made Ballou, Anacostia, and definitely Southeast and the whole DC proud. Man, by showing us you can come from nothing, but yet accomplish everything. So I salute to my favorite band for life, Junkyard Band. Man, tell me, man, what's y'all favorite Junkyard Band song, man? Hey, look, I told you, for Christmas, you gotta play This Christmas by Junkyard. It was another Christmas song they had. I can't think of it off the top of the dome. Maybe it's too much eggnog. But look, man, tell me what y'all think about this blog. Junkyard Band, the leaders of the new school go-go. Man, like this video, share this video, comment and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.